Today, I am so thrilled to share something incredibly personal and transformative. The 5 minimalist rules that have forever changed me from the inside out and the way I live. Ultimately, they changed my life. Now, like many of you, I started my minimalism journey with a regular decluttering rules. And while those rules are fantastic for clearing and maintaining our physical spaces, I soon realized that the true transformation goes much deeper. So I started applying those principles to the way I think and make my everyday decisions. It's not about what we own, it's about the heart issues, the beliefs, and the mindsets that shape our lives. So in this video, I'll walk you through these 5 heart-centered rules that have helped me simplify my life in a way that resonates with my core values. So if you're ready to dive into a journey of inner change and discover how these rules can lead you to a more meaningful life, keep watching. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, often forgetting to check in with ourselves. I didn't even realize this was a thing until one point in my life I knew I needed change, and the first step to take was to practice regular self-reflection. Regular reflection is all about taking the time to pause, breathe, and assess where we are in our lives. So I began setting aside a few moments each week to ask myself important questions like, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? This can include bitterness or frustrations from the past or present. How do I feel about my current commitments? Am I overcommitting? And then the other one was, am I living in alignment with my values? This practice has allowed me to gain clarity and insight into my thoughts and feelings. It's like hitting the refresh button for my mind and heart. By regularly reflecting, I've been able to identify areas in my life that needed decluttering. Not just the physical, but emotional and mentally as well. And that, my friend, has been so transformative. I encourage you to try this out. Find a quiet space, grab a journal, and let your thoughts flow. You might be surprised at what you discover about yourself. This simple act of reflection can lead to profound changes, guiding you toward a more intentional and fulfilling life. So remember, taking the time to reflect is not just a step in my minimalist journey, it's a vital practice for personal growth and transformation, which led me to a growth mindset. This concept has truly reshaped the way I approach challenges and setbacks in my life. Embracing a growth mindset means understanding that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about viewing failures not as dead ends, but as opportunities for growth. When I started adopting this mindset, I realized that every challenge I faced was a chance to learn something new. For instance, when I encouraged obstacles in my workout routine, like not being strong enough to do a certain exercise or feeling overwhelmed by the process, I reminded myself that these were opportunities to grow. Instead of feeling defeated, I began to ask myself, what can I learn from this experience? This shift in perspective not only helped me move forward, but also made the process much more rewarding. I encourage you to cultivate a growth mindset in your own life. Start by reframing your thoughts when faced with difficulties. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I can't yet. This small change in language can open the door to new possibilities and encourage resilience. Remember, the path to a more simplistic life is not always a straight line. Embracing a growth mindset allows us to navigate those twists and turns with confidence, knowing that each step, whether back or forward, contributes to personal development. The next one is focusing on experiences. This principle has truly reshaped my understanding of what brings joy and fulfillment in my life. In our consumer-driven society, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that happiness comes from accumulating more stuff. But as I've delved deeper into minimalism, I've realized that the real treasures in life are the experiences we create, not the possessions that we collect. I started prioritizing experiences over material goods. Instead of spending money on the things that would eventually lose their value, I began investing in the moments, like traveling to new places, trying out new activities, or simply spending quality time with friends and family. These experiences have created lasting memories that I cherish far more than any physical item ever could. The same thing goes for living in the present. This principle has transformed how I experience life and has become a cornerstone of my minimalist journey. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future. I used to find myself constantly planning ahead or reminiscing about what I could have been. However, I've discovered that this tendency often robbed me of my joy and the beauty of the present moment. Living in the present means fully immersing yourself in the here and the now. I also found that spending time in nature is a fantastic way to anchor myself in the present. Whether it's a walk in the park or simply sitting outside, nature reminds me to appreciate the moments and find the joys in the little things, like the sound of leaves rustling or the warmth of the sun on my skin. By living in the present, I've learned to savor experiences rather than rush through them. I cherish conversations with friends, moments of laughter, and even the quiet times alone. This practice has enhanced my overall sense of fulfillment and happiness. So remember, as you embrace minimalism, the gift of living in the present allows you to fully experience and appreciate each moment, leading to a richer and more fulfilling life. Another thing I've learned to embrace is solitude. This has profoundly impacted my journey towards mental clarity, along with setting new goals. Spending time alone has allowed me to reconnect with myself. I find that in these quiet moments, I can reflect on my thoughts, passions, aspirations without any distractions. Solitude has become a sanctuary for self-discovery and creativity. I learned that it's not about isolation. It's about creating space for personal growth. It's in these moments of stillness that I can process my feelings, clarify my goals, and recharge my spirit. When I embrace solitude, I am more centered and empowered in my life. It's also a great way for me to de-stress, and it helps reduce my anxieties. I encourage you to carve out time for solitude in your own life. Start with small steps, perhaps dedicate a few minutes each day to enjoy your own company without distractions. I know that might be hard. You may be surprised at how rejuvenating it can be. Remember that embracing solitude is not just about being alone, it's about finding strength and clarity within yourself. It can lead to deeper self-understanding and a greater appreciation for the world around you. So remember, as you embrace minimalism, the gift of living in the present allows you to fully experience and appreciate each moment, leading to a richer and more fulfilling life.